Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
Jay.
You said like Jay.
Jay, what's up?
I'm Jay. Hey motherfucker, it's Jay. I'll rip your dick off. We're here to talk about the ending to Batman vs Superman. So there are going to be spoilers in this. So if you haven't seen Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, do not watch this video.
Yeah.
There are spoilers in it, major spoilers in it. That ended on such a holy shit note that it changed everything for me as far as what I expected. I think Wonder Woman will take place before any of this shit.
Yeah,
So
they might throw some Justice League stuff in that.
maybe
It's like
and then,
Easter eggs.
and then also Suicide Squad. I don't know how that's going to
Wait a
tie.
minute. I just now remembered. In the friggin' movie, at the very end of the movie of Dawn of Justice, Batman tells her, find the other humans, or find the other metahumans. And she's like, why? Maybe they don't want to be found.
Maybe it could be
So,
that.
and maybe in Wonder Woman, you'll have a little bit of her story, but she's going to find Aquaman and going to find the Flash and things like that.
Collect them all.
Yeah, yeah, you know, it's like Micro Machines. Collect them all. But yeah, and then you go into Justice League. Now, in Justice League, I think obviously it's going to be Darkseid. I think Darkseid's been hinted at. You know, Lex Luthor hinted at the end of Dawn of Justice. They're coming. They heard you, you know, after he created Doomsday. And I'm guessing when he said they, he either meant Apocalypse, the planet, or he meant other alien beings and other alien races that know that, you know, Earth's like, what's up? I'm here now. I'm the blue shiny ball. But I think he means Darkseid for specifically. Darkseid's coming. I think they're going to do the same way that the Avengers Infinity War Part 1 is going to happen. Like as far as Superman goes, except the difference will be in the Avengers Infinity War, you already have the established characters, you have the established teams.
Right.
And then they come together, and then the second Avengers Part 2. Yeah, this one, though, Justice League guys come together. They unite, finally. I don't know if they're going to have their little, International Space Station base. I don't know what that's called. The Justice League headquarters. I mean, they're not going to be hanging out in Bruce Wayne's Batcave. But they're going to have their little space station. I don't know if that's going to be the Justice League Part 1. I think in Justice League Part 2 is where you get Superman's return.
Okay, well, yeah, that's the main thing I was talking about here. Is that what I'm thinking is, okay, you got the death of Superman, the Doomsday part. Basically, they told the Doomsday story. Superman died, and at the end of the movie, you see in the coolest shot ever, you see dirt start to rise up. So you know it's just like the comic book. He's coming back. Now, in the comic book, they did this crazy thing where there was multiple Supermans.
It's a long story.
No one knew who was real. No one knew what was going on.
Clones and shit.
Yeah, like crazy shit was going on. You had the which is it's almost a hint at that, the casket, the color of it.
I love the black Superman with the silver.
Yeah,
logo.
and that would be if they made a movie about that. Like that would be out of this world crazy.
And
cool.
that makes sense though if he comes back with that black suit on, because I think the black suit. I don't know for sure because I don't remember specifically about the DC comics. So if you guys remember, tell me. But I think that black suit was because it was healing his body. Like that's why he wore it. Like he wore that. It was like a Kryptonian technology that when he wore it, it was healing his body because he had been fucked up so badly that it had to heal his body.
Are they going to bring Bizarro Superman out? Like
I think Bizarro definitely.
I don't think they're going to go that hardcore with that story.
No, not yet. But
that's the question, though. I mean, I don't think they're going to go there because we know the DC upcoming slated movies. There's no Superman movie in there or whatever. So, but that's the big question. It's cool that they have Batman is going to be the one to get everybody together. He's like the leader.
Wonder Woman,
right now, Batman's the leader, and now Superman's dead. Is Superman going to be in Justice League Part 1? Can you have Justice League without Superman in it?
Yeah, you could. I think that Justice League. This is what I think. I think the Justice League guys get together. They unite because of they're like, you know, this the greatest of all superheroes died. He got destroyed, and now another darker creature's coming, and if Superman can die. And we all have to unite together. Like he's the rallying point for these. He's like he gave his life to stop this creature, and he gave his life. So that's going to be the rallying call for all these other
I can change. You can change. We can all change.
And then Dolph Lundgren's going to come in and give him a high five with the Russian glove.
I fight for me.
For me. I think that at the end of Part 1 of Justice League, that's where Superman returns. At the end of it, like maybe when all hope is lost and the other Justice Leaguers are broken down and Darkseid said, "Like I have boom tubes," and then Superman's like, "I got your tube right here." That I think he comes back, and then in Part 2. It's when you have the big, finale of Superman returning full on and having the whole Justice League unite, and it's going to be like that.
Maybe I'm almost I don't see them doing, like I said, I don't see them. If you look at the upcoming slated movies, I don't see them finishing out the Death of Superman story.
Probably not.
And that's kind of disappointing because I kind of want to see it. I just want to see what that'd be like brought to life. But yeah, I don't know how they're going to bring him back. You imagine Superman's got to be in, like you said. I mean,
He's gotta be in it.
It's hard to imagine. But then again, maybe they want to focus on Batman a little bit since he doesn't have a pre-movie.
Yeah, but the whole thing about the Justice League, though, the reason that the dynamic works so well is because Batman is so extreme in his way, and then Superman is so extreme in his way. They don't like each other, but they respect each other. So it's always
I can't
been
wait
that.
to see more of that banter between the two of them.
I
too.
think it's fun. Well, I mean, the Flash is funny too. Like, there's always banter between him and Green Lantern. Green Lantern's actually, if they do it, like Green Lantern's funny. So there's going to be a lot of things going on. Like I want to see the interactions between all these characters, like you see in cartoons and like in the comic books.
Yeah.
I want to see that on live on screen.
the thing that
I was just thinking about
so
dude,
well.
I was just thinking about, dude. I don't know why. Like when you know that shot with Superman, like the dirt rises off the coffin at the end. That'd be funny if he was like, he's like, "You dead, Superman?" He was like. No, he's like, I'm good enough to fuck your mother. And then he burst out through the fucking thing and had that fucking flipped off.
Maybe that, dude. Maybe I mean, maybe they do it so quickly that the dirt rising is he's just gonna literally burst out of the coffin and be like, hey, I wasn't dead.
It would be funny if they had done the Terminator 2 thing. If he had died, he had done this thing. He'd see his thumb going down. But no, I mean, I think that he will appear in Justice League. I don't think you can have a complete Justice League movie without Superman in it, obviously. I think they're going to let him appear in part 1 at the very end of the movie. Henry Cavill as Superman again. Then he's going to be full on in the Justice League movie in part 2. And then from there, they use that as the jumping off point to do Man of Steel 2.
Dude, I cannot help it. I get so happy and tingly inside every time I think about that shot of him floating in space with his face all fucked
That's
up.
fucking great,
That was
man.
so done. That looked like a fucking comic book, man. That was so good. But yeah, and I don't know how they're gonna do it, but
Well, let's talk about what else. I think the other side, we got Aquaman coming out, which I'm really have to force myself to see that. I mean, I like Aquaman in his own way, but it's Aquaman. Come on. I mean, I know
it took a turn. It took a turn because like at first they mentioned Aquaman and everybody like Aquaman.
He looks great, though.
Fucking merman. But then they cast Jason Momoa and you see that picture and you're like, oh, he looks fucking dope. Like Aquaman's badass all of a sudden.
But is he gonna be fucking Khaleesi?
But then
Is that gonna be happening though?
After this movie though, like after they showed him in that terrible little clip where he was like, he's like, is someone watching?
Jason
Jason
Momoa is a badass though.
He is.
I like it. What was that shitty Sylvester Stallone movie that he was in? That's a bad guy.
Bullet to the head.
Bullet to the head. As shitty as that movie was, he was fucking good. He was a great bad guy. So he's got acting chops. I never even. When they reinvent him, I just don't care about Aquaman's story that much. I'm sorry, I don't. I know there's
Fish sticks.
I know there's Aquaman's like, Scuba Steve. You gotta watch behind your ears.
Damn you, Scuba Steve.
You gotta watch behind your ears because you can part of the Scuba Secret Club. It's like, I just think of him every time I think of Aquaman. The other one is we got the Flash. I think the Flash can be a
And I'm not being racist here.
Yeah.
But when the Flash comes back in his dream sequence, you said it to me. He looked Mexican.
I think that guy Asian.
He had like a weird mustache, and I was like, "Why is the Flash Mexican?"
I thought he was. I mean, I'm fine with that if they were like he's gonna be Asian or.
Oh, I don't care, but I know that Ezra Miller's not. So
Yeah.
when I saw that, and I knew that was supposed to be the Flash because someone spoiled it. I think it was you that spoiled it for me, by the way.
I didn't spoil that.
Yeah, you told me that was going to
I
happen.
said that was a possibility.
When he comes back with the dream sequence, you couldn't make out that it was Flash. He looked really weird.
Well, because he had a helmet on, like he had a body armor, and then he was like it pulls back and you can see. Wonder
Cyborg's
Woman.
not until 2020 though.
Okay, so that's after Justice
And the
League.
cyborg thing, even though, like I said before in the other videos, I hated that they introduced this to him in these little stupid video file clips. I hated that whole thing really bad. But again, T2, the guy from T2 plays Cyborg's dad, and you see how they're doing
Dyson.
that. He's creating that shit. And
Are you sure it's him?
I'm not sure. No,
I'm not either.
I don't even know if that guy's still alive. But yeah, but they showed the stuff hanging on the wall, so you get a little taste of Cyborg there. I'm really excited for that.
Cyborg's gonna be a great movie. It's gonna be a very CG movie.
I want to see a live action Teen Titans movie.
That'd be cool as fuck. But they gotta have Robin back.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's a question too. With the standalone Batman movie, do you want Robin? I mean, do you really want a Robin?
That's what we're going to do because they were saying
Yeah.
like the rumor is it could be under the Red Hood, but after watching this is it's weird because we see Batman at the end of his rope here. So we're going to go back a little bit with the Batman movies, I think, and we're going to go back into the past because I think they're going to tell the Killing Joke because you saw the thing. The under the Red Hood thing is a possibility. We're going to see all that stuff back.
Okay, but you know what they did say, and I know obviously if they're showing Jason Todd died, that means there's a Dick Grayson. That means there's a Nightwing. That means that they're going to be a Nightwing in the Batman standalone movie because Dick Grayson's going to show up under the Red Hood. He does show up because he's the first Robin.
That'd be badass.
I can see
want a
that.
Nightwing.
Because I mean, I'm just saying by process of elimination, if they showed the costume of Dick Grayson, I mean not Dick Grayson, but Jason Todd, that by
Right.
elimination, there's
Right.
got to be a Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Unless they just completely wipe out, like his first Robin got murdered by Joker.
You're right, and when you're right, you're right.
You're always right. Okay, Winnebago's. That was from Spaceballs.
Isotoners.
That was from Spaceballs. I want people to know. But yeah, so I want to talk about, like, besides the Batman standalone movie, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited about seeing the mythology and how they're going to explore that, and what they're going to introduce, what they're not going to introduce. I'm really excited about that. I don't know.
Ben Affleck's not going to get any younger.
No, he's getting older. I don't know if they're going to introduce Robin. I don't know, like, the whole thing about that. I actually don't. In a way, I'm kind of confused about what DC's thinking. Ben Affleck is fucking awesome. Like, I couldn't have picked him. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better Batman. But at the same time, he is older.
Someone mentioned maybe going into Batman Beyond territory.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, I don't want to see. I just want to see Bruce Wayne.
I want more Ben Affleck.
It's like take an elixir. I'm dying.
Too much.
No, too much dick in my face. But no, I just like take an elixir and get younger because what the fuck?
He looks like he's trying to. Have you seen him lately?
Yeah.
He looks weird. He looks like he's made of plastic.
He needs to go to Fashionable Mail and see if they have anything new. But no, the truth is, like, look, that's why I'm confused with DC. They pick a great Batman. Ben Affleck's amazing. But then I'm also thinking to myself, you also picked an older Ben Affleck to play Batman, and you're slating movies. You're doing Justice League Part 1 and Part 2, and then you're doing a standalone Batman movie. Do not fucking tell me. Do not even think, and don't even fucking breathe it that he's gonna die. Like, don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. Because I know that's what DC might be thinking. Is like, hey, I know what a way to shock the fucking audience, right? Yeah. Right? Kill his ass, bro. Like, and don't do it. And then don't bring in a new, like, don't make, like, Dick Grayson all of a sudden the new Batman. Because I'll never get, I mean, I like Nightwing. Dude, can you go see a Batman movie with Dick Grayson being Batman? Oh, like, as soon as somebody say, hey, Bruce, they're like, hey, Dick. Like, I don't want it. Besides Batman, though.
By the way,
there's so much stuff going on.
I want to go back in time and have my parents name me Richard, and then I want to be a butler so that someone has to call me Master Dick all day long. Yeah, I'll be their butler, but they have to call me Master Dick. No,
hey Dick, check this.
I have to be the master.
Yeah, but what if you were like a doctor?
I have to be the
Dick
master.
But if you were what if you were a doctor though, and then someone was like, "Hey Dick, check this butt out." That would be exactly.
It'd be like your Friday nights.
I know. Not my Friday nights.
You said I know.
I know. I didn't know what you said to you. You said it. But the Flash. I think the Flash movie is going to be so fucking cool because not only are you going to have to see a live action film of the Flash on the big screen. I know that they do the TV series on the WB or CW or whatever, which is cool. I like that show a little bit. I think it's going to be cool to show like how what they're going to draw back from Dawn of Justice, because remember he goes back in time. That's an older Flash, obviously, where he's full on the Flash and he's warning him. So is there going to be a moment in the Flash movie where he's like, "This shit's going on. I got to go back. I got to."
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're going to have to reverse engineer that, and and we're going to have to see the Flash do that at some point too. So yeah, I mean, obviously we don't need Cyborg story for a long time, I guess. But then again, like you've got these guys with their standalone movies, but. Justice League Part 1 is just good. I'm totally lost.
I'm weird about because the Green Lantern's not. Is Green Lantern going to be in one?
No, they're not doing Green Lantern until a few years.
No, not the standalone movie. With Green Lantern, is he going to be in the Justice League? Because Green Lantern's he's a staple of Justice League.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the Justice League, I don't think.
What about Hawkman? What about Martian Manhunter?
Martian Manhunter, no one's even like... if you ask DC, they're like, who? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a stupid fucking name.
We'll put him in Supergirl. What you guys think is going to happen? Comment down below, let us know. What do you want to see happen? Stay tuned for our next review where we review the Batman vs. Superman porno. Did you see that?
No.
It's a gay porn.
Oh my god, dude!
Fucking fight.
I want to watch it. What's the visuals look like?
You know, someone's gonna be there like this shit should be more Marvel. Actually, Captain America should be fucking Bucky right now. There's so much Tinder.
The gay Batman vs Superman would have a 97% fresh. Look, there's just so much drama. Superman's like, how could you suck my dick with this kryptonite in your mouth? And he's like, I'll spit it out.
And then some fans in the back like, Superman would never say that in bed.
Yeah,
this whole thing sucks. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some Wham opinion.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.